it's Sarah Sunbeams, and today I'm going to be doing the Doctor Who book tag that was created by Novels and Nonsense and Sabrina Handel. So I was actually tagged by Novels and Nonsense. She commented on one of my videos, and of course I'm going to oblige because Doctor Who, you know? So without any further ado, let us get to the tagging of things and books and stuff. Alright, so for the first Doctor, you have to pick a book that is your favorite first book of a series. So I chose Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone just because, you know. For the second Doctor, you have to pick your favorite sequel. So for this book, I chose Pretties by Scott Westerfeld, and that is the second book in the Uglies series, and I thought it was just a super fantastic book. So for the third Doctor, you're supposed to pick your favorite trilogy, and for this, I'm gonna have to pick The Lord of the Rings, because it's amazing. For the fourth Doctor, you need to pick a book with a beautiful, colorful cover. So for this, I chose Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Da-na-na-na, 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 colors! So for the fifth Doctor, you're supposed to pick a book that features sports. So for this, I chose The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. And I know you're thinking, but Sarah, what sport? Hunting is a sport. People hunting, ha ha ha, jokes. For the sixth Doctor, you're supposed to pick a book with a dark, powerful villain. So for this, I chose the entire series of A Series of Unfortunate Events, and the villain obviously being Count Olaf, and I chose him, one, because he's just a great villain. He's evil and conniving and wicked, but number two is because he's not a magical being at all. He is just a dude, but he gets away with terrible things, and I think that is more of a scary thought than having this big magical scary person, because obviously you could go for the easy ones like Voldemort and like Lord of the Rings and like all that kind of magical beings, but to have a normal person with no powers being like a terrible villain is more villainous than someone on easy mode with magical powers. For the seventh Doctor, you need to pick your favorite dark/adult book. So for this one, I chose Salem's Lot by Stephen King, and that's because this book is just awesome. It's like a vampire story, but it's Stephen King style, and he's one of my absolute all-time favorite authors. This is one of my favorite books. So good, guys. Definitely recommend. I don't have one favorite, so this is just like one of many, but I just decided to pick this one because of reasons. For the eighth Doctor, you're supposed to pick your favorite romantic novel. So for this one, I chose The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. And I chose this one partially because I haven't read a lot of romance in a long time, so I don't have that many to like pick from. Cries were had, so many feels. Alright, so for the War Doctor, you have to pick a book that you wish you could forget. For this one, I chose Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer, and for obvious reasons. Like, I actually was quite a big fan of the Twilight series as it was coming out, and this book was absolutely a letdown to the extreme. I felt so cheated by this book because it was awful. It's just terrible. So, this book. For the ninth Doctor, you need to pick a book that made you pick up the series again. I'm kind of copying Novels and Nonsense because I am saying Scarlet from the Lunar Chronicles because I did like Cinder, the first book of the series, but I wasn't like in love with it. It like was good, but it wasn't amazing, so I wasn't sure I was going to continue on with the series, but I did end up reading Scarlet, and I really liked it. I haven't read Cress yet. I definitely want to pick it up, but I'm really glad I did read Scarlet. Definitely was a lot better. Alright, for the 10th Doctor, you need to pick your favorite hyped book. And for this one, I chose Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs because I thought this book was super, super duper awesome. So I heard so much about this book. Definitely the way they marketed it isn't exactly how the book pans out, but I definitely like that because you're kind of expecting one thing and you get another, and there's just like so many elements in this story. It's just super awesome and beautiful. This book is just beautiful. But it's Halloween season now. September is Halloween season in my life, so this is the perfect time to read it. So go read it, please. And we can talk about it then, because it's amazing. So, for the 11th Doctor, you need to pick your favorite children's or middle grade book. And for this, I chose Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. This book is the bomb. This book has been one of my all-time favorite books. I say that I have a lot of all-time favorite books, but I do really. I enjoy quite a lot of books, and this book is definitely one of them. I read it growing up. I just have always loved this book. I always loved the movies. It was one of my favorite Disney movies. Yeah, I just have so many great memories for this that I just had to pick it for my favorite one. But not that this is my all-time favorite children's book. One of my favorites. I just want to pick a variety of books, you know, for this video. I didn't want to just be like Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter. Alright, and for the 12th Doctor, you need to pick your most anticipated new release. And for this one, I'm picking The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey, which is the book after The Fifth Wave. And granted, I have not yet read The Fifth Wave, and I know that sounds absolutely horrible, but my reasoning here that I'm going to buy The First Wave and The Infinite Sea together and then just marathon them because I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna love this series. It's definitely up my alley and I've heard nothing but good things about it. Alright, so that is my tag video. I'm going to tag these people here. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching my video. I will talk to you guys later.